Richmond,
Woollahra,
Balgowlah,
Parramatta Carlingford,
Petersham,
Rockdale, Randwick.
On ABC Radio Sydney, this is Breakfast.
Yeah, so are you aware of these Volunteer of the Year awards? The New South Wales Volunteer of the Year awards. They're an annual program run by the Centre for Volunteering to recognise the outstanding work of volunteers in every region across New South Wales. And they're in their 15th year.
Yeah. And we've got some of the winners here. Adolfo Gonzalez from Penrith was named the New South Wales Outer Western Sydney Volunteer of the Year. And before we go to Adolfo himself, I want to introduce you to Vanessa Gonzalez, who is Adolfo's daughter, and she is the one who nominated him. Good morning, Vanessa.
Oh, good morning, Wendy and Robbie.
Oh, tell us why you nominated your dad.
Oh, Dad is just a beautiful human. You know, from a very young age, I've seen Dad just give people the gift of his time. He's the kind of person that just wants to help. And I think the most thing that impresses me about you, Papa, because I know he's there and I'm missing him terribly at the moment, is just the scale of the acts of his kindness. It's really puzzled a lot of my siblings and my mum to see the sorts of things my dad feels passionate about and gives his time to.
Well, tell us a little bit more about that. Where does he spend his time?
Look, he's taught Spanish. My dad is, like my family, are migrants from South America. He has a great pride in our language and our culture, and he's taught Spanish through Western Sydney for many, many years, and he's hosted a community radio program for many years. He set up a migrant resource centre, and recently he teaches Mediterranean cooking at Year 3A. And when he had a heart attack, we thought he might stop, but instead he's now volunteering at Nepean Hospital.
Oh, amazing. And when you say that your friends are astonished by this, what do they say to you, Vanessa?
Well, you know, like you might think, oh, someone will bring a plate for, you know, the soccer club, and Dad will show up with 50 empanadas. That's kind of the scale of things. And when he taught Spanish, some of his class were very interested in when Dad used to do the Camino in Spain. And he said, I'll just take you there. And he took his whole class. His whole class went on a trip with him.
This is the big trek that you can do, the many days walk. Is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
Which is a very spiritual trip for Dad, you know, visiting the homelands of his birth parents. But, yeah, he took a group of students who were interested in doing that. So, and personally for me, we've always had lots of people around our Christmas table that, you know, needed a family, a friend, and Dad and my mum have always offered that kind of hospitality to people.
Vanessa, you mentioned that you're a part, and I guess this is the case for so many families at the moment, but tell us a little bit about the challenges of not being able to see your dad and being able to hug each other.
Oh, look, you're going to make me cry.
Sorry.
I just, yeah, you know, I know he's itching to cook and bring over meals to us. Dad is a wonderful cook, so I think we're missing his cooking, that's for sure.
So you're in you're in Canterbury and your dad's in Penrith, and so you're not allowed to travel. Right. Yeah.
That's right. And so, you know, he's had to learn Zoom things.
All right. Well,
and other ways of communicating.
Well, let's talk to Dad now. Adolfo Gonzalez, the New South Wales Outer Western Sydney Volunteer of the Year. Congratulations, Adolfo.
Thanks, Wendy. Robbie.
Yeah.
Good morning.
So tell us about your journey here. You came to this country from Argentina, is it?
Argentina, yeah. We come in 1979, and when we come in here, we couldn't believe it. This is a beautiful country. all the facility we have, really, the migrants in this particular time was really very ground. It doesn't happen much now, but in this particular time, I think it was the 1979. Yeah, it was the who was it? The government? I can't remember. No, Whitlam. After Whitlam,
Fraser. Malcolm Fraser,
and then
Malcolm Fraser, and then Bob Hawke. Yeah.
And then Bob
Hawke. Fraser.
So, Adolfo, you say that you love Penrith. What is it about Penrith that's so great?
Well, You see, practically, I have the good memories here. All right, all my children they grow up in this area. I have really. It's a beautiful place to live. Really, we have a beautiful facilities here, and the Nepean River. Very nice walk. We are very close to the Blue Mountains, and it's a very nice area to live, really, honestly. I know in summertime it's very hot here. All right,
it is hot in summer. Yeah. Adolfo, a lot of people do go to hospital and then they are treated by the wonderful hospital staff and then they leave hospital and they go home. And that's the end of it. With you went to hospital and you, I guess, were so appreciative of the experience. You've kind of maintained your contact with them. You've then gone and volunteered. Tell us a little bit about that. What drove you to do that?
Well, what happened, you see, in the Nepean Hospital is fantastic. When I have a heart attack, and I was there, and they treat me very, very, very quick, really. Yeah. And they give me the best of the care, and really, and the doctors, the nurses, all the people working there, they're fantastic with me. And after that, they offered to me to come into cardio rehabilitation program, which are for people that have heart problems, and it's a very, very good program. Not many people do it, but it's I recommend to everybody who have a cardio problem, so bypass or anything, to do it, because it's when you have a heart attack or have any problems in the heart, it's really very scary. The things you're gonna die anytime, and this program they give you the confidence it's not like that.
Well, that is good to know. And Adolfo, just we've got to love and leave you here. Tell us that you still teaching Spanish?
Oh yes, I teach my son now, and I cannot do cooking. And I cannot go to the hospital yet because all these things,
Yeah, so you can't do your cooking, you can't do your cooking or the hospital work, but you can teach your Spanish via Zoom. That's excellent.
Yes.
How many people are you teaching at the moment?
Well, not many, because what happened, U3I is for people over 50. A lot of people over 50, they are not really very technical technology with the Zoom and things like that, It's a little bit a problem with that. Yeah. But normally when I go classes, they are very big classes, I got 3 classes in Spanish.
Wow. Well, congratulations on the award, Adolfo. You're named the New South Wales Outer Western Sydney Volunteer of the Year. You join a list of really amazing people across this state of New South Wales who go above and beyond and give so much. And it's just a really great thing to be able to recognise that this morning. So congratulations, Adolfo.
Oh, thanks, Robbie. Thank you.
All the very
best. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All the best, and thank you to Vanessa as well. Let's introduce you to another volunteer winner. This is the Young Volunteer of the Year, Lauren Rose Hartley. G'day, Lauren.
Hello.
Congratulations. You're a Girl Guide leader at Pennant Hills Senior Guides, and you're involved in water activities at the RTS Tingira Centre. And, what you've been doing there, I'm reading here, is you have been making all these extraordinary efforts to make everything that you undertake and all your people undertake is this COVID safe, with the Duke of Edinburgh program as well, rover scouting. So you've been an educator there in Blacktown. And so congratulations. Are you pleased? You must be thrilled.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm so excited and blessed. No, it was an amazing surprise, especially after I saw all the other lovely nominees yesterday.
What's been happening with the guides and the Duke of Edinburgh program and rover scouting, etc.? I mean, I guess it's all on hold, is it?
Yeah, well, during this current lockdown it is, but I think a few months ago we were actually able to hold some Duke of Edinburgh expeditions with some added, obviously, COVID-safe precautions and protocols and stuff. But, yeah, we were able to run a few expeditions pre-lockdown. So that was good. But yeah, everything's basically back on Zoom. For now.
Can I ask you, Lauren, what is your, philosophy about volunteering time? We sort of hear about how busy young people are, and they're too busy to do volunteering, that there's just so much going on and there's so many commitments. Here you are. You've obviously spent a lot of time giving, yourself over for free, and have been awarded accordingly, of course. But give us a little bit of an idea about why you do it.
I think it's so fulfilling, and I come from a family of volunteers. Right. If my grandma didn't volunteer as a guide, my parents wouldn't have met. Right. And I've been volunteering since I was 14, and a guide since I was 9. Yeah. So I just think it's really fulfilling.
You're 21 years old now, and you say you hinted at it there that your parents actually met through guides and scouts. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I guess this is what you grow up with in your family, your parents going off and doing these things and coming home with a sense of fulfillment. And you saw that. And the old apple didn't fall too far from the tree. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, my biggest inspiration comes from my grandmother. She was my nominator and is a co-leader with me. And, one of the reasons why I put so many hours in is to try and keep her out of trouble. It doesn't necessarily work, but I try my best.
Oh, that's very funny.
Well, congratulations.
Amazing.
Lauren, who's the Girl Guide leader at Pennant Hills Senior Guides, 21 years old and the winner of the Young Volunteer of the Year category. Hey, thanks, Lauren, and all the best in the future. Good on you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, cheers. Congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Well deserved by the sounds. Good on you. Thanks.
There is Lauren Rose Hartley. Yeah, and as we mentioned before, the New South Wales Volunteer of the Year Awards, they're an annual program. They're run by the Centre for Volunteering to recognise the outstanding work of volunteers in every region across New South Wales. And they're handed out across the year. The Western Sydney awards were handed out, I think it was yesterday.
That's right. We'll bring you some more.
Yeah, as the year goes on.
Yeah, that's right.
It's kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah.